Dear students, welcome back to the video lecture number 8 of module number 2 corrosion science and its control. In a previous video lecture we come to know how to control the corrosion by two important techniques. The first one is sacrificial anodic method. The second one is impressed current cathodic method. Now let us discuss about the next concept of this chapter is metallic coatings. So metallic coating is a protective coating. So corrosion is prevented by the application of protective coating on the surface of metal. Thereby the metal surface is isolated from the corrosive environment. The coatings becomes chemically inert to the environment under specific conditions of temperature, pressure, forms a physical barrier between the coated metal surface and its environment. Hence, coatings are not only preventing the corrosion but also making the article in the form of decorative form. Hence, there are some important types of protective coatings are listed like this: metallic coatings, inorganic coatings and organic coatings. But for your syllabus, you have only metallic coatings. So metallic coatings can be applied on the base metal by hot dipping process. Before to go for metallic coatings, the surface of base metal is coated with another metal is simply known as metallic coating. So metallic coatings are broadly classified into anodic coatings and cathodic coatings. What do you mean by anodic coating first? The metal used for the surface coating is more anodic to the base metal, which is to be protected, is called anodic coating. Then what is meant by cathodic coating? The metal used for the surface coating is more cathodic to the base metal, which is to be protected. That is what you can say, cathodic coating. Let us take some of the examples. Some of the coating metals of low melting point like aluminium, cadmium, zinc, tin, etc. are used on steel or iron metals which have relatively higher melting points. The surface are anodic because their electrode potentials are lower than the base metal iron. Therefore, anodic coatings protect the underlying base metal sacrificially. The formation of pores and cracks over the metallic coatings exposes the base metal, and galvanic cell is formed between the base metal and coating metal. The coating metal dissolves anodically and the base metal is protected. Now let us discuss about, as I told, metal coatings can be applied on the base metal by the hot dipping process. Now what is hot dipping process? Hot dipping process is applicable to the metals which are having higher melting point than the coating metal. So this is carried out by immersing well cleaned base metal in a bath containing molten coating metal and flux layer. The flux cleans the surface of the base metal and prevents the oxidation of the molten metal of coating. Hence, the coating of zinc, lead, aluminium on iron sheet surfaces are widely used. The most widely used hot dipping processes are galvanizing and tinning. But for your syllabus, you have only galvanizing process. Now let us discuss what is meant by galvanizing. So galvanizing is nothing but the process in which the iron article is to be protected from corrosion by coating with a thin layer of zinc by hot dipping process is called galvanizing. So coating of zinc on iron sheet by hot dipping process is simply known as galvanizing. In this process, anodic metal is to be coated over the surface of cathode base metal to prevent from corrosion. In this protection method, the metallic structure to be protected acts as a base metal and is connected by wire to more anodic metal, that all corrosion is connected at the more anodic metal. In this diagram, what can observe, before to go for the galvanizing process, you can observe that we are interested to make the iron sheet is galvanizing coating. I am into the zinc coating. It needs a free treatment of base metal, cleaning with organic solvents like trichloroethylene to remove the grease or oil or organic impurities. Then cleaning with acids is called pickling process, which removes the traces of layers or scales over the substrate surface. Then finally, that object is dried, washed with water and dried. Then the process is continued. So before to go for the process, that object is dipped in the mixture of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride is called the flux to prevent it against the oxidation. Then that object is dried by the dryer. Then it is placed into the molten metal of zinc with the temperature range of 450 degrees Celsius and allowed to flow through the molten zinc liquid through the rulers. Then excess of coating is removed with the rulers. Then finally, the object what you are able to get, it is called the galvanized iron. So that is what I have explained here with a particular example. You can see the steel sorry, the steel where it is to be made galvanized. Before to process that, it is cleaned with alkaline or organic solvent to remove the old paint or oil, etc. It is called alkaline cleaning, or you can say organic solvent cleaning, or it is also known as the degreasing process. then water, then object is rinsed with water, then it is passed into the acid solution, dilute sulfuric acid, it removes the rust or mild scale, then it is washed with the water, then passed into the flux is the mixture of zinc chloride and ammonium chloride for the preventive measure of oxidation of the metal, then dried with the dryer, allowed to fall into the molten metal of zinc at 450 degrees Celsius, then quenching, and then you will become to know that finally the object is galvanized. Here in this anodic protection offered by zinc, at first iron or steel is cleaned for the removal of impurities like organic solvents cleaning or alkaline cleaning, and pickling with dilute sulfuric acid solution at temperature range of 60 to 90 degrees Celsius for around 15 to 20 minutes. So as a result, it removes the scale and other impurities. If they are present, they are washed with the water and then dried. Then after dipped in the bath containing molten zinc, which is at the temperature range of 425 to 450 degrees Celsius, before that, to prevent it from the oxidation formation, the surface of the bath is covered with the ammonium chloride flux, zinc chloride ammonium chloride flux. When the iron side is taken out from the coated metal, you will become to knowing there is a thin coating of zinc, as I explained in the previous explanation. So to remove the excess of zinc, it is passed through the pair of hot rollers and then it is annealed at temperature 450 degrees Celsius to seal down the pores or the holes, and then afterwards it is cooled. Then we will come to knowing the galvanized iron sheet or iron object. Now galvanizing process is widely used for protecting the iron objects like roofs, wire barrier, pipes, etc. And galvanized metallic sheets are not used for keeping eatables because the zinc is highly soluble in acidic medium. So therefore, galvanized coating is not used for the storage of foodstuff. Let us discuss now what are the advantages of galvanizing. Since coatings are anodic in nature, the exposure of base metal will not cause corrosion. This is due to smaller cathodic area and larger anodic area. Then what are the disadvantages? Galvanized sheets cannot be used for preparing or for storing the foodstuffs since zinc dissolves in acidic medium and forms toxic compounds of zinc. So this is what about the galvanization. So galvanization applications, this is used for roofing sheets, buckets, wires and pipes, and manufacture of automobile parts, bolts, nuts, etc. are good example for the galvanized coating. In our next video lecture, we'll come to know about one more important method of coating, that is called anodizing of aluminum. Thank you, one and all.